Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, y'all. Welcome to Black Span. It's my first time using my laptop to record. I mean, like, can you guys see me? Should I do like testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing? I wiped the camera off just because I don't know why I did that. It's new. Okay, so hey, I'm Nikki. I'm gonna pause Burlesque, one of my favorite movies, because we all love a little Christina Aguilera, and I didn't. So, no, to business, to seriousness, to authenticity, to all that shit. So, I've been at Memorial Day. There was a lot of um, what's the word? There was a lot of posts. There were a lot of posts on social media about Black Wall Street and about how it occurred on Memorial Day. But people just think Black Wall Street was a massacre on black people. Black has no constitutional right. Black is not a race. It is not zoned to any country and doesn't even have an embassy. Have anybody ever been to the Black Embassy? The Embassy of the Black? Have you been to the land of blackdom? Like, what the fuck? So, but anyway, I digress from all that. So, um, that's what prompted me to do this video, because I want to shed a little truth on the massacre that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, aka our Black Wall Street. So first, we're gonna go through a little history. You know, the let's say the Indian Removal Act, just to pick one. Okay, and we know that subsequently led to the Trail of Tears, right? We all know the Trail of Tears. Everybody walked to Oklahoma. Mm. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Okay, that was a little too much, but whatever. I am too much. I'm never enough. Um, so with that being said, if you think about that, right? And if you look at my other videos, you know I explained the $5 Indian. I explained the commercialized image of an Indian is the light skinned, fine haired person who is often mixed with I was gonna say Cocker Spaniel. What the fuck was I gonna say Cocker Spaniel? Mixed with colonizer, you know, like Portuguese, you know, things of that nature. So, bam. Let's go back to where we were at. We were at the Great Migration, or whatever you want to call it, called the Trail of Tears, where we were removed from our homes, where they then proceeded to what did Martin Luther King say? Undergird their poor European peasants with the homestead and give them our shit. So anyway, so we're going through eminent domain and we're forced into Oklahoma. So riddle me this: if most of the indigenous people were uprooted and forced to move to Oklahoma, then who were those entrepreneurs who really created Black Wall Street? Exactly, us, the indigenous people of Turtle Island, the real ones, not the commercialized, bastardized image. You know, not the colonizers' bastard that they procreated with, then set them against us. Kind of like how Leopold did up there in North Africa with the Moors, the biggest race traders who are really the biracial bastard offspring of the colonizer, and then they thus used them and their legions to swipe through North Africa, kind of like Mussolini did with the Congo. Okay, so I'm back. You know, I drift off sometimes. So, with that being said, it was us. It was our shit. It was us. And if you don't believe me, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Pause right there. Put a pin in that. So they want to tell us we were savages. We were living in teepees. And we were sitting outside just smoking tobacco or reefer and meditating. Oh, no, 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 no. No, that is not true. Now, we had our chants, of course. We had our rituals, of course. What civilization didn't and doesn't, right? The Day of the Dead, for example. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't have their own rituals besides those people who hail from the Caucasus Mountains, who have to steal everyone else's ritual and make it theirs, and, you know, whitewash it and make it theirs, right? So, bam. So, and here's the proof. Here's the proof from a common sense perspective, because I like to come from a common sense perspective, not the stuff I've read in all these books I have, you know, Deep State, you know, The First Reconstruction, Sacred Woman. What other books I got sitting over here? It's like I'm in 3D. Shit, playing too goddamn much. Or this book right here, one of my favorites. I bought this book twice. I had so much highlights and written notes and shit in it. I had to get another one so my daughter can do her own thing with it. Anyway, so if you go back to the time of savagery, then if we were really savages, right? Then living in teepees and sleeping on the ground, then how are we so ingenuitive to invent a cotton gin, a traffic light, a screwdriver, a toilet? You know what I'm saying? If all that came from our minds, mind you, the Africans that really finally found their way here after being lost at sea, the quote unquote Africans, remember those were Euro Afros. They were Euro Africans. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get away from the fucked up ravagery they did to Cape Town. You know what I'm saying? But by that, you know, if we're going to go by that logic that people from Africa came here and enslaved people. And then it could have been Africans that look like you and I. It could have been Turks. It could have been anybody, you know? It could have been anybody. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about us right now. Us, the indigenous people here of Turtle Island. Us. This is our home. This is our land. Don't let nobody tell you anything else. Anything else. So, with that being said, if we're that ingenuitive, do you really think we was living in teepees? Or did we commune with nature to do in our rituals and stuff like that? Do you really think we didn't have pants? We didn't have shirts. We needed white people to dress us. When they have a saying in Europe, oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Some foreigners taught them how to bathe. Taught them how to build a house and construct a house. Now, remember what I said in my previous videos, we all come from Africa. White people, everybody, the Aborigine in Australia, all hail from the mother continent, which is the only landmass who is actually rooted to the bottom of the ocean. Literally. So, with that being said, we all had rituals and customs and we all had knowledge. So you really think the mitochondrial DNA of the people that created those great pyramids, they still don't know how they got built? Which I think they're just really big sculptures and machinery, so to speak, you know, a really primitive machinery where they use water to make electricity and shit like that, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so let's think about that for a minute. Do you really think we were sleeping on the ground? Or do we just go outside to commune with nature and do our rituals and then go back home? Do you really think they made us build those plantations? Or were those our homes that they came over and stole? Let's think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Do you really think all the wagons and all the horses and all the things that we have here, they brought here? What the fuck? Did they have an ark? Like the donkey, all the animals that they use to graze and farm land. Ain't no cotton growing in Africa. That's not one of their resources. Right? So, how does an African know how to grow cotton? They don't. But the indigenous people here know how to grow cotton. You know, what pope was that? That said, Pope Innocent the Eighth, but they love to give white folk innocent names when they fell through some ruthless ass shit. But wasn't that the Pope who then decided to say everybody look like this is African, dub them African and dub them slave and take everything they fucking got? Which empowered the foreign conquistadors to come here. There were several conquistadors. There was some that hailed from Spain who landed over there on this side of the Gulf of Mexico. There was some that landed in Cali. There was some that landed down south. There was some that landed on the East Coast. You know, they were everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They were just all just trying to get here. You know what I mean? America is not as small as they try to make us think. North America or South America. And Africa is not as small as they try to make us think either. So back to Black Wall Street. So they hear me talking. They know I woke up and now they're sad. Those are my dogs. They want to come downstairs, but we're not gonna let them, right? Hush! So back to Black Wall Street. So those same ingenuitive minds, those same automatic engineers. I like to call them automatic engineers because we just had a consciousness with the earth and with a higher power that, hey, if somebody told you to put this, if your mind just all of a sudden told you to put this with that and do this and do that, and you listen to your mind because you're not second guessing your first thought, then that's how you get all these inventions, right? We got all these people here, you know what I'm saying? The motor, for example, all this stuff. You got what's that handsome fella's name that castrated him? Adopted him and castrated him. He did all that stuff with the peanut. George Washington Carver, another indigenous man. So, and we can do all that with one root, because a peanut is not a pea or a nut, it's a root. So we can do all that with that one root. That's how he was able to make soda and stuff like that with it. See, we think about all the things he did with the peanut, and we think, ugh, a peanut butter flavored soda? No, it's a root. It's an herb. It's a root. Right? So, they put us all together in this one landmass called Oklahoma currently, right? So they put us all in Oklahoma, and boom, we fuck commerce up. Okay? We fuck capitalism up. Remember, the real savages, the conquistador or the bastard offspring of the conquistador, or the degenerates that they had to come here. You know what I mean? Like similar to the Great Migration of Ellis Staters. Give us your weary, your tired, your sick, and your poor. Who the fuck wants that element on their land? Nobody. But people who are trying to outnumber the indigenous people that was here. Because they couldn't kill us fast enough. Because we were fucking like rabbits. Anyway. So, they trying to uproot themselves here and create a home for themselves. But we are home. So we know how the land work and how this shit work. Right? That's how I come at the scheme us out of all our things. Such as our land and our customs. They had, and our native tongue had to scheme us and trick us out of all that shit. Right? They had to trick us out of it. Because we was running shit. Okay? Even after slavery, even during Reconstruction, all that. But we're going to keep it right here in the 1920s. Okay? So, black business was on the rise, honey. And we was paid. So much money in so little time. The first millionaires here were indigenous people. Okay? Besides the ones that came here, like the Nazi German scientists and stuff like that they got from Hitler's camp, it reminds me of Hydra. How they start fucking with that insane doctor put his mind into the computer. So they needed those evil scientists to come try to deal with that nigga problem. That's a separate video. So we was fucking the economy up with all our black businesses. We're going to say black for lack of a better term because you guys don't see you guys as indigenous like I know you guys are. So with that being said, we fucking capitalism up. We're the capitalists at this point. So you got white folks say, I want to do business with y'all. You know what I mean? So then they always paperwork us out our shit. Here they come with patents and trademarks and all this registration shit you got to do for the stuff you invented. Here comes the robbery of the disappearance of the Freedmen's Bank. You know what I'm saying? Here comes all of that. There were over 96 black-owned banks in Oklahoma alone. We was fucking their idea of capitalism up. They were making us rich because we knew how to sow. We knew how to farm. We knew this land agriculturally inside and out. We knew how to rear children. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't wrong with our titty milk. The wet nurses at that point was paid out the ass. Maids, domestics, all of them paid out the ass. Not to mention the seamstress, the inventors, the scientists. You see what I'm saying? The financial wizards. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. They burned down our black Wall Street and made them a Wall Street. Okay. Watch this. Okay. Booyah. We like it when we hear from white folks. That's a little seasoning from my phone. I just got through cooking. Oh, it was delicious. Okay. Okay. When was Wall Street founded as a capital? I know it was founded in the 1700s, but When did Wall Street? I don't know how to phrase the question because it was in 1924. When was Wall Street founded as a economic economic system? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. But now they always had money and stuff coming into Wall Street. But now how we had ours coming into Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? Wall Street for them was more like a place of trade. You know what I'm saying? A place where they got together and decided to monetize things. You know what I mean? Let's do away with the Civil Rights Act, okay? Because that's real. You know what I'm saying? There were 8 Civil Rights Acts dating back to the 1800s. I'm sorry, the 1700s. So, with that being said, when there was an economic burst and a threat to European capitalist system that they had fought so hard and massacred everybody in order to create. So they decided, hey, how are y'all doing this? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is really going on? How are they making all this money fresh out of slavery? What's happening? Can we do business with y'all? Can we link up with y'all? What's up? What y'all got going on? Because remember, these are poor white peasants. Okay? The only people that had money at the time was the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, that Sterling guy who got rich off steel. Those people. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the Jews. Okay? But the poor white people that come from England, the sick, the tired, the weary, the poor, they was trying to figure it the fuck out. So, remember, they didn't know how to speak. They weren't eloquent. They had no manners. They were the savages, okay? And here we are making our own clothes. We walking out looking like they come outside looking their best because that's what we did. And they say, you can tell a rich white man because he don't spend all that money on labels and all that shit. They demonize everything that we do and make it the opposite, the polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? Polarity, the effect of cause and effect. But anyway, so with that being said, we have to look at it from a common sense perspective because we can't trust what they're putting in our books. You know what I mean? We can't trust that. You have to read several books on this topic to really figure out that there was no slavery, that there was really a fight against them grabbing our land, the land grab. You know how gone against the wind? Going with the wind, they running and they putting the flag there and, oh, this is mine. Like, what the fuck? That's a land grab. That's what the fuck them whole ass niggas was doing. So, and you have to piece together bit by bit by reading things written by your indigenous elders. Okay? By your indigenous elders. That's what you have to go on. Things that are written by your indigenous elders. Let's have a picture in here. It's not. But stuff that explains oncology, stuff that explains herbs, roots, stuff that's written by your indigenous ancestors. That's what you go off of. That's how you learn how to take care of yourself, heal yourself. This is how you learn the truth about politics. You know what I'm saying? This is just the shit that's on my desk. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's written by your indigenous ancestors. And this book is actually written, I forgot the white guy's name. Let me see. Here we go. Von Goose, whatever, however you say that. But he's speaking truth to power in this book. And then once you read in between the lines here, losing your black law book, I don't have it up here. Using your black law book, you get to really get the gist of things. But anyway, so that was us. That was the indigenous people that was making too much money, that was balling out of control, and they decided to bomb, riot, and destroy it. Same thing happened in Wilmington. Everywhere, it's kind of like, E.B. Du Bois is a race trader. And it's funny how a lot of times people go visit these places, and next thing you know, ruins came. He used, what's the brother that had Tuskegee? That Frederick Douglass? Who had Tuskegee? Up from slavery? God damn it. What's his name? Booker T. Washington. He used the likes of Booker T. Washington and stuff to give him his ghetto pass, so to speak. He would go into these places to observe. Remember, E.B. Du Bois at one time was friends with Harvell Moscovitz and Franz Boas. So my professor used to get mad at me at school when I used to say W-E-B bitch ass Du Bois. You know what I'm saying? They thought I was being disrespectful to an ancestor. He's no ancestor of mine. So anyway, if he do, he got some bitch ass mitochondrial DNA. We need to get rid of the whole bloodline. I'm just saying. That's what they did in 1804 in Haiti. They got rid of the race collaborator first. Then they got rid of the enemy. So that was the indigenous people that they was murdering off and that they killed in Oklahoma. Think about it. Trail of Tears. We in Oklahoma. We in Oklahoma, Trail of Tears. Let's see. Hey Siri, when was the Trail of Tears? P-Gang.
Here's what I found from Wikipedia.org. The Trail of Tears was a forced movement of Native Americans in the United States between 1836 and 1839.
Okay. So in 1836, 1839, right? Boom. Hey Siri, when was Black Wall Street noticed? I don't know what the X is.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Try tapping above to edit.
Hey Siri, Black Wall Street.
Here's Blood is Thicker Than Water Vol 11 by Black Wall Street.
This shit brought up a rap song. Girl, they play too fucking much. I'm serious with them people. Black Wall Street. Okay. Let's just bring up the Tulsa Massacre. They don't tell us when it was established. But it only took them like 40 years to establish Black Wall Street and get it booming in Greenwood. Okay? That's all it took. It was a Greenwood, Alcorn, and Pine. Boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to see. I know. I got it. When was Greenwood District created?
1905. According to Britannica, black businesses clustered on the strip of land that would become Greenwood in 1905 when African Americans acquired the land. Businesses included a grocery store and a barber shop. Doctors and real estate agents opened their own businesses. Okay.
Watch how I trick them. Hey Siri. Oh, this ain't fucking Siri. My bad. My bad, Google.
I'm flattered, but that's not me. I'm your Google Assistant. What can I do for you?
I'm flattered, but that's not me. It's what it say, Google. It say I'm flattered, but that's not me. I'm your Google Assistant. Anyway, what was I? Okay. When did the Indians leave Greenwood District? When did Indians leave Oklahoma? That's the Indian Removal Act that made them go to Oklahoma. When did Oklahoma stop being Indian Territory? (1907 and 1910). Now, ain't that overlapping with 1905? They can't even get their shit. They can't even get their fucking lie straight. There's overlaps in all this shit. That's how you figure out the truth. And this is just me just Googling. This is not me just going through my books and show y'all my highlighted passages and stuff and all that shit. This is just me tripping them up on Google. Okay. Bam. When did Oklahoma become Indian Territory?
1834. According to History.com, in 1828, Congress reserved Oklahoma for Indians and in 1834 formally ceded it to 5 southeastern tribes as Indian Territory.
Okay, watch this. When did black people remove... Oh no, that's not what I want to say. When did African Americans move to Oklahoma?
1865 and 1920. According to Less Than Be Greater Than Travel Oklahoma, Less Than Be Greater Than. Between 1865 and 1920, approximately 50 all-black towns were settled in Oklahoma.
Are black people indigenous people to America?
According to Wikipedia, Black Indians are Native American people, defined as Native American due to being affiliated with Native American communities and being culturally Native American, who also have significant African American heritage.
Okay. Are the indigenous people of America light-skinned? Oh, the bitch want to answer that question. Did she say like? Oh, it said candid. That's why. Are indigenous people of America light-skinned? She won't answer that either. Anyway, so y'all see right there, that's just me on some Googling bullshit. Number one, the days overlapped. So if black people was in Oklahoma, settling in Oklahoma at the same time as the Indians were settling in Oklahoma, are they not the same people? And then y'all moved and uprooted the light-skinned bastard offspring because y'all have to keep up this story, you have to keep up this lie. So let me get a few of them up out of there and move them to Dakotas and all that their shit. Okay, watch this. Mm-hmm. Where did Indians move after Oklahoma? Removal of tribes to Oklahoma. It don't never to Oklahoma. 100 Army Force, 100,000 Indian Americans to move Mississippi, Oklahoma. Look at this shit. This is full of shit. And it's like, it takes me back to what I love to say. Brother Malcolm said, only a fool will let his enemy educate his children. And you let them tell your kids that they African Americans and they came here from Africa on some ships that we know. If I was a European conquistador, right, and I enslaved all these motherfucking people on these great ships, don't you know my ships would be in a museum somewhere? I'm sorry, sailboats, because they ain't had no motherfucking ships. That would be like my trophy. Right? But they tell us all this cockamamie bullshit, but then my elders are steady writing books to the contrary. I'm going to tell you what I did, and this is going to help y'all out. Go back and find books that was copywritten during the time it was illegal for you to read. Okay, watch this. We're going to give you some years to go by, to start off with. What years was it illegal for black people to read? Antiliteracy laws, people of color. I need a year. So, 1829, start anything published 1829 and before. Read that shit. Find some, if you can't find anything on the internet or anything like that, take a trip. Take a train ride with your kids and go to the Library of Congress. And go in there and read some of them old ass books like I did. And it'll tell you, and you'll come to the same conclusions that I came to. Okay? That they some lying motherfuckers. Okay? Black Wall Street wasn't a murder on African Americans. It was a slaughter of indigenous people here from Turtle Island. It was us. They're steady trying to destroy our Eve gene, which is why I keep telling y'all, do not send your genetic material nowhere. If you're not coming back Chickasaw, everybody want to say Cherokee. People they will dispute that Cherokee rhetoric because the Cherokee Nation was the first to Christianize and sell out its own people. So there were over 400 tribes here. I'm gonna go get this picture of this map and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna upload it. If so, y'all follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram and what's the other shit? Facebook. Then y'all will be able to see the post. I might take a picture and just hold it up here in front of y'all, my next video. But there were over 400 tribes here and counting. But they don't tell y'all about 5. Fuck out of here. They don't tell you about the Muskogee, the Chickasaw, the Chickasaw, the Redfoot. I miss the Redfoot, the Blackfoot. They don't tell you about none of these other tribes. You know what I mean? And then when your great grandma was telling y'all that y'all wasn't slaves, y'all just write them off and say they old. Okay, between 1740 and 1884, especially down south, it was punishable by a fine of 100 pounds or 6 months in prison. The amendment to the 1739 Negro Act. Let me look at the Negro Act. I believe that was the slave codes. But that's something else for me to look at. But anyway, so we have to educate ourselves on ourselves because they're not going to do it. Study herbs. Study herbal science. Study the Gullah Geechee. Study all these tribes. Study these people. Look up Chief Warhorse of what we call now Louisiana. And listen to her speak. Listen to your elders. Believe your elders. Stop saying that the shit y'all get in these bullshit history books in school and contemporary education is, compulsory education is law and fact. And that everything that your elders are talking about is conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? Stop that shit. You know what I mean? So I just want to shed some light on the truth about the demolition. Yes, okay. The demolition of Black Wall Street. It wasn't black people. They call us black now, but it wasn't black in the sense that we're thinking, African American. It was black in the sense, in essence of us, indigenous people to Turtle Island, the copper-colored aborigine. It was us, it was ours. And they came and they took it. And they stole our heritage, stole everything from us. Stole it all. And now we're buying the tails from the bandit. That's like I break into your house, I take all your shit, and then say it's mine. And then I make up stories to how I really acquisitioned it, and you believe it. No, goddamn well it's yours. You know, make it make sense. I'm gonna kick door your house, and I'm gonna take your pencils, right? And I'm gonna make up this elaborate story about how I had to figure out lead and make it solenoid. Then I had to dip it in wood. Oh, and don't get me started on the creation of the eraser. All the while I kicked over your house and took your pencil. But I made this elaborate story how I made this goddamn pencil myself, and it's mine. So you gonna let the thief, educate you and tell you how the fuck they came up with what the fuck you got. Explain to me how there's a book by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let your children read it. Buy it for your children. I'm gonna show it to you so that you can get it. What Color Is My World? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is right here. I got this for my daughter when she was 6 years old. They don't even cost that much. Look at it. Okay? Look at this book. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Get this book for your children. Get this book. $20. And it'll have your children going to school empowered. You're not going to tell them they wasn't shit by the time they finish reading this book. By the time they figure out this book is going to teach them that Louis the light bulb, they was actually making fun of Louis Latimer, who really made the inner workings of the light bulb. Okay? So I just want to just shed some light on that so y'all can stop saying it was a massacre on African Americans. No, it was not. That's a misnomer. It was a massacre and a grab for capitalists to even out e-commerce. Okay? Because we was having too much money. We was throwing off the balance. We was throwing off the colonial infrastructure they put forth as far as us being the ones that capitalizing off of. That's why also you have this coming out in the 1920s. Watch. Here's what I'm saying. Here we go, baby. Here we go. How to sell to the Negro. Oh, it's called Secret of Selling the Negro. Okay. Came out in 1954. Now remember, this stuff didn't happen in a day. During the whole 20s and 30s, you were all those men getting lynched and hanging from trees. That's why they was hanging from trees in their suits. It wasn't because we wanted to look good and we wanted to try to be white. Nigga, we was going to work. We was going to our business, our candle factories, our broom factories. Yeah, we invented the broom too. Our screwdriver factories. We was going to our places of employment, which was our offices. And we was getting hung on the way, and they was burning down our businesses. And all those racist white movies you look at, you see white people destroying black businesses in the background. You see it. Burning down the church house, burning down the schoolhouse. The church house is where revolutionaries used to meet, which is why they finally figured out we have to federally fund the church. So if they house revolutionaries or keep up a revolution or cause a resistance, we'll snatch that money back. Then they placate us with motherfuckers like, what's his name? That one of the Jet Fist people and TD Jakes and all these motherfuckers. And put our limit in our face. So we can't go to now what they call them big churches, mega church. We can't go to now mega church and seek solitude if a resistance was to break off right now. Because that's the Fed's shit. That's Hoover them shit. Not ours. Not ours. And so once you accept that federal money, that's federal shit, and now you ain't paying no taxes and none of that shit, we're going to come in that bitch and bulldoze it when we want to and see who the fuck is in there. Legally so. Legally. So later on, we won't be seeking no restitution for the bullshit. Those 4 color girls got blew up. And so listen. 1954. This man, Josh Schultz. Josh Schultz. Now, ain't that a Jewish name? Comes out with Selling the Negro. Make them think this is better. Y'all see it? I posted it on here. An excerpt from it. Go look at it. Go look at it. They got away with black businesses, and then they had to come up with a way to make the shit they selling appealing to the black consumer. Because they didn't want the black consumer to consume goods from a black. Remember, when I say black, I'm speaking indigenous people of this land. They didn't want indigenous people doing business or funding indigenous people, making other indigenous people rich. See, because what we was doing was making each other rich. We'll just say we'll go to Miss Claire's bread shop, Mr. Claire, and then Miss Claire give her money, and she'll go to Mr. Jed's wood shop to make her some more bread cases for her bread she's selling. Or she'll go to Mr. Peters and get her pans. Or she'll go to Miss Lily grocery store and get her flour that she making her bread with. So she done funded 3 black businesses, indigenous businesses, to make her business thrive. So we was all thriving. It's a chain effect. That's why I tell y'all, stop making money off your own people and then going and making the Europeans rich. As a black business, in order for me to be taken serious on my door-to-door sales, do you know that I have to dress and endow myself in white names just so I can look like money and be respected so they can want to spend money with me? That's fucking crazy. But I got the ideology from selling to a Negro because I didn't know how to reach my own people. So I had to go figure out, well, how is the white folk reaching our people? And it's a goddamn shame that I had to do that. We'll never see another Black Wall Street as long as we are complicit in the crime. Look at my video. Black people are the reason why black businesses fail. There's this guy. He got on Instagram, I think it's GS Wu or whoever. He's a fucking designer. Every time I see pictures of him, I see pictures of him draped out in the latest Gucci, Louis, Prada. You know, that's like my theme song, Gucci, Louis, Prada. But it's other names. Saint Laurent, all that shit. All that shit. I don't see him rocking no Nagash. I don't see him rocking no Mike Cherry. I don't see him rocking none of that fucking high-end black shit. I don't see a nigga rocking Isaac Moore. None of that shit. He's getting all your money and going to make another entity more infamous. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give y'all some free game. If y'all want a stimulus check, Congress ain't going to give y'all nothing. Go in your house, quarantine yourself. Do not shop for 2 to 3 weeks. Don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing. They only gave you them $3,000 in food stamps for 2 reasons. One, the government gave them a lot of funding. They wasn't using it and wasn't giving it away. And they was about to get audited. And 2, because they needed you to go back and fund these grocery stores that was missing all that money from us not wanting to eat at their stores. Okay? Stay in the house. Quarantine yourself. Everybody that look like me, quarantine yourself. Fuck it, if you don't look like me, you can look like them, you can look like me. Quarantine yourself for 2 to 3 weeks and watch them give you another stimulus check, because it's not to stimulate you, it's to stimulate the motherfucking economy. And they knew you niggas were going straight to the Galleria with that money. Dumb motherfuckers. It's the reason why most of y'all got y'all stimulus check right when y'all got y'all $7,000, $8,000 income tax. Motherfuckers got $12,000 just like that overnight in their account, straight to the Galleria. If I tell you the line in Gucci was so motherfucking long, when I went in there, I was going to go check out Trade the Truth, little music speaker boom box store. I couldn't find that motherfucker, but I went to go get me a speaker from Trade the Truth. The line in Gucci was wrapped all the way around, all the way to Christian Louboutin. Now, you know that's a long-ass line if you familiar with the Galleria. That's a goddamn shame. A goddamn shame. Y'all need to split that stimulus money with y'all babies and make them some savings accounts. Some interest-bearing savings accounts. Anyway, Black Wall Street was the annihilation of black business. That's what that was about. It wasn't about no hate. It wasn't about none of this. Of course, it was driven by hate, but it was more so driven by greed. And that's what that was about. Thank you for choosing Black Spin. You and I will never part. Okay, I quit. Fun fact about The Color Purple. They tried to get Suge Avery to be played by Tina Turner. She said, it took me years to get away from all that black shit, and I ain't going back. And that's y'all idol, bitch. Keep rolling. Rolling. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for looking at Black Spin. I'm Nikki and I'm out. Peace. Okay, that was a weird smile, right? Like I'm about to kill somebody. I might. Don't try me.